Margaret was born in 1978, right at the time when early support services were gaining ground, and she's been paving her own path ever since. From birth to 3 programs, to being part of the wave of students moving from segregated schools to inclusive community schools, Margaret has been a part of the progress. Her parents were strong advocates, working closely with schools to make sure Margaret had the life skills and opportunities she needed to succeed. Margaret's social nature showed early. Her mom still remembers crying the first time she put Margaret on the school bus as a toddler. But that moment marked the start of something beautiful. Margaret's passion for being out in the world, meeting new people, and spreading joy wherever she goes. As her family says, there's no such thing as a stranger in Margaret's world, just friends she hasn't met yet. Her living arrangements. She used to live with you. Mm-hmm. When did that change?
2006.
Okay, and what, can you tell me the circumstances?
We finally convinced the Hulla that would they please come and staff Margaret's house. So what we did was we teased her that she kicked us out of our house, because when they came in to staff that place, we had to leave. So we had no place to go. We were homeless for a couple of months. But anyways, and then, so she stayed in the family home, but it was the family home, so she kept expecting us to come home, so she wouldn't go anywhere. So a few years later, like 9 years ago, we found a house 2 blocks from us on Bel Air. And so she's close to us, but it's her house. And that's made a world of difference for her as far as her independence.
Using her own words, picture cards, and signs, Margaret has always found a way to be heard. After high school, her family helped her transition to adult life with intention and love. They gave her the gift of independence by allowing her to stay in the family home while they moved out. Later, they purchased a home nearby them so that Margaret could rent her very own grown-up house. Here, she helps with cooking, laundry, and chores, gaining skills and confidence every day. Margaret's home is staffed 24/7 by dedicated residential provider teams who respect her voice and independence. She's clear about what she likes and doesn't like. She prefers quiet nights at home and daytime outings, enjoys being around friendly faces, and loves having her space. Her support team doesn't speak down to her or talk around her. They talk with her, including her in conversations, decision-making, and daily routines. They know she's an adult and support her growing independence, while also knowing not to baby talk her or talk down to her because Margaret will call that out fast. Margaret thrives on routine, connection, and good company. She enjoys going to lunch, shopping for new hoodies, a weekly tradition, and singing karaoke at the Hoquiam Senior Center.
Well, Ashley Johnson is her community inclusion person, and they go to Hoquiam Senior Center on Wednesdays has karaoke. So some of those people know me from the pool because I taught at the pool. And so they formed a semicircle around her. And when she was up there singing, which she can't, so everybody else is doing the singing, they're all clapping for her and she's dancing, and so it's just amazing.
Margaret has a strong bond with her parents, spending time with them shopping, going out to lunch, attending family celebrations, and visiting her favorite local shops. One of her favorite traditions? Picking out a new custom hoodie every week and being treated like royalty while she's doing it. And a stop for a Cinnabon sweet treat always follows. She's well known at local restaurants where staff greet her by name and compliment her latest hoodie or baseball cap. She's a fan of M&M characters, Batman, Willie Nelson, and Kenny Chesney. One of her favorite places to visit is her Aunt Judy's furniture store, where the young men greet her warmly, walk her to the car, and when she's ready to leave, receiving a temporary tattoo stamp from Margaret in return. At home, she loves flipping through her yearly photo albums. She receives those each Christmas from her parents that are filled with highlights of the fun and meaningful experiences she's had. Her home is decorated with movable photo tiles featuring snapshots of her adventures, a daily reminder of the life that she's built. Her sense of humor is sharp. She laughs over broken chairs, stamps, and her own jokes, especially her favorite banana joke. Even without her own mode of transportation, she still claims her great-grandfather's Model A, stored safely in her garage, as her car.
Yeah, she wakes up with a smile on her face, headed for the bathtub.
Yeah.
And that's her default, is just to be upbeat and happy, and it's only when you start to tell her you can't do things that might change.
That might change.
Always when we have our
Just like the rest
assessments,
of us.
what does Margaret not like? Being told no. So we work
Kinda
around
like
that. We
everybody.
don't say, no, we can't do that. We'll say, well, we're going to go do this, so that we don't have to use the word no.
Margaret is also a businesswoman.
She has a business called Stickum Originals, and she makes custom T-shirts and hoodies and jackets and whatever kind of clothing you want to
Vinyl
have.
products.
Yeah, vinyl, heat pressed vinyl, heat transfer vinyl, and also vinyl that you can put on your walls or on your car window and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Or
she
car
does.
wraps.
No, she doesn't do car wraps.
She does door signs.
She does door signs, yes. So she's got like McHugh's Furniture buys their signs on their windows from her. Artistic Creations bought their window signs. I'm trying to think who else. Wendy from Huckleberries buys hoodies and T-shirts from her.
That's great. And her business is just one more example of how capable and driven Margaret truly is. Margaret's parents remain an essential part of her life, but they've begun the gentle process of stepping back, preparing her for the future where they aren't always there every day. And Margaret is proving more and more that she's ready. With her brother and sister-in-law as future support and a tight-knit community that always embraces her, Margaret's future is full of possibilities. Margaret is living proof that with the right support, strong relationships, and room to grow, people can live not just good lives, but their best lives.